House lawmakers are expected to vote late this afternoon on the GOP's plan to repeal and replace Obamacare. The vote was postponed yesterday after House Republican leaders realized that they didn't have enough yes votes to move forward. Then, after negotiations that went late into the night, the bill went to the floor today, and we've been watching lawmakers debate it throughout the morning. The debate is also raging here at home about what the GOP health care bill would mean for us. Today, New York Lieutenant Governor Hochul has been on the offensive against one part in particular. News 4's Katie Alexander joins us now with that. Katie?
Brittany, Lieutenant Governor Kathy Hochul is a strong supporter of keeping Obamacare and making changes to the existing law to make it work better for everyone. But she says if the GOP plan does ultimately pass, there's one big provision that she says needs to come out. It's an amendment from Western New York Congressman Chris Collins that takes the burden of Medicaid payments off most counties in New York State and in New York State only.
And he says we should deny the state of New York $2.3 billion in assistance under the Medicaid problem because that's the share that the counties are now contributing. Now, there's been a formula in place since the 1960s.
Now, to be fair, local, state, and federal lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have long gone back and forth about that Medicaid formula, which determines how much of the bill counties have to pick up for health care for the poor and elderly without resources. This isn't a new fight. What is new, and to the Lieutenant Governor most alarming, is how the Medicaid measure has been put in as part of the federal health care bill, covering only New York State. As she says, essentially telling the state, you go figure it out.
These are our own citizens, so you're telling our own citizens you're going to have to endure a tax increase to cover these costs, or we're going to have to take some dire steps and have those cuts to the tune of $2.3 billion. And I'll tell you, right here in Western New York, that's a $65 million hit to our hospitals. ECMC alone stands to lose $20 million.
The governor's office has threatened to sue over the amendment, calling it unconstitutional. But last week, Erie County and Niagara County Republican officials backed Congressman Chris Collins and his amendment that would require New York State to find the money in its budget to pick up the tab or lose its share of the federal Medicaid money.
How is it that Albany decides the entire makeup of the Medicaid that we offer in New York, which is far and away more than any other state in the nation, and then forces the county to pick up the bill? That's not right.
Now, even now, just a few hours ahead of that expected vote, the future of the GOP's health care plan, including Collins' amendment, is still unclear. President Trump has demanded a vote in the House today, or his budget director says he'll move on to other priorities. Lieutenant Governor Hochul says, at least as far as she's concerned, that's the best case scenario. Reporting live, Katie Alexander, News 4 at noon.